Good morning, ma'am. I am Vamsi from EC5A from Batch 4. Today we are here to present our NE project. Our project title is Chemical Disasters in Industrial Management. Under the guidance of Ms. Chandrakala ma'am, our teammates are me, Vamsi, Siva, Kaushik and Chandrasekhar Chetan. Coming to the content, the main contents are introduction, what are the major reasons for the chemical disasters, how it affects, and what are the safety measures to be taken. What is chemical disaster? A chemical disaster is an unintentional release of one or more chemical substances which can harm human health and environment, which leads to deaths, injuries, and disabilities. They occur due to the storage of excess toxic materials which are transported or used. The most severe are industrial accidents, chemical manufacturing, and storage facilities. Reason for the occurrence. The main reasons for the occurrence of chemical disasters are safety failures, human errors, equipment failures, management errors, improper training, accidents, and waste processing. Let us know some brief explanation about some of errors. Human error. Majority of the industrial accidents occurs every year by the result of human error. The reason for these many of accidents are the worker failing to follow the safety procedures that have been put into place by the company, which means the employees who are working are not following the safety procedures and rules that have been set by the company. Major injuries happen when improper tools to work on equipment. This can damage the machines and create a safety hazard. Improper training. When personnel are not trained properly, then it leads to the occurrence of major chemical accidents. Workers should know how to operate the equipment in the way it was designed to be used. They should also learn to employ correct safety procedures when they are operating the equipment. Coming to the equipment failure, this is one of the major reasons for the chemical disasters. Using of improper equipment is a big contributor to chemical accidents as it leads to the equipment malfunctioning. This includes use of inappropriate chemical storage, non-flammable units used to store flammables. For example, contaminant barriers or spill kits not being used correctly or failing to fulfill their purpose. Next, the effects of chemical disasters will be explained by Chandrasekhar.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Chandrasekhar from Batch 4, and our topic is chemical disasters in industries. I am going to explain about the major defects of chemical disasters. Even when we are taking to reduce the risk of accidents in chemical plants, they do happen from time to time. There are main causes of accidents in chemical plants such as human error, improper training, manufacturing defects, improper maintenance. Some effects of chemical disasters: environmental pollution, deaths, disability, increase in communicable diseases, psychological problems, food shortage, etc. There are main reasons for environmental pollution based on chemical accidents is air pollution. Air pollution is a mixture of solid particles and gases in the air, such as emissions, chemicals from the industries. Dust will cause the major effects in chemical disasters. Major pollutants during combustion of oil and oxidants forms air pollution to atmosphere. Thank you, ma'am. Next, my friend Shivakrishna will continue.
Hi friends, my name is Krishna. Today I am going to explain about water pollution. Water pollution is the release of substance into surface, groundwater or into lakes, streams, rivers and oceans. There is a use of different chemicals in industrial and agriculture waste which run off to water and pollute it. All plants and organisms living in or being exposed to polluted water bodies can be impacted as you dump the waste. It has an effect. Those chemicals of waste washed into rivers, which feeds waterfalls and goes into ocean. Improperly disposed chemicals pollute marine life and kills sea mammals, corals, and fishes. Next, we can discuss about chemical disaster impacts. There are many consequences due to chemical disaster. The released chemical may be of toxic nature like chlorine, ammonia, etc., or inflammable like hydrogen and LPG, etc., creating losses to human life and environment. It almost affects all biological imbalance by polluting all the environment, which leads to disabilities, injuries, and death. The toxic chemical will spread in the form of cloud, and behavior of cloud will be depend on the released chemical. Even when precautions are taken to reduce the risk of accidents may happen from time to time. Next, we can discuss about LG polymer incident. LG Polymers took over Visakhapatnam plant in 1997. At that time, plant did not have an environment clearance. LG Polymers made dozens of expansions to facilitate the gas leak was an industrial accident occurred at chemical plant in Venkatapuram village. During early morning of 7th May 2020, it resulting the cloud spread over a radius of around 3 kilometers affecting the nearby villages. The death toll was 11 and more than 1,000 people sick after being exposed to gas. Next, my friend will explain about the safety measure and precautions. Thank you all.
Hi friends, this is Kaushik from ECE 5A representing the group 4. Now I am going to discuss about the safety measures, preventive and protective measures. Major accidents involving chemical substances have local effects, but in exceptional circumstances they can affect whole region because of weather conditions. Scientific technical developments have made it possible to prevent such dangers and therefore to protect people from them. The priority must be on prevention, but a positive result can only be assured if there are strict guidelines for using and handling these products as well as professional knowledge, both of which are indispensable in this very complex field. The precautions to be taken during and after disaster: do not panic, evacuate calmly and quickly perpendicular to wind direction through the designated escape route. Keep a wet handkerchief or piece of cloth or sari on face during evacuation. Keep the sick, elderly, weak, handicapped, and other people who are unable to evacuate inside the house and close all the doors and windows tightly. Do not consume the uncovered food or water, etc. open to the air. Drink only from bottle. Change into fresh clothing after reaching safe place or shelter and wash hands properly. Inform fire and emergency services, police and medical services from safe location by calling 101, 100 and 108 respectively. Listen to public addressal system of the plant or factory or local radio or TV channels for advice from district administration and fire health. Police and other concerned authorities provide correct and accurate information to government officials. Inform others on occurrence of event at public gathering places like schools, shopping centers, theaters, etc. Do not pay attention to the rumors and do not spread rumors.
Hello, good morning. Myself Chetan Kumar from Team 4 ECE. I am going to explain about safe working in the lab. Use PPE provided lab coats, eye protection, report accident and near misses, lone working, no high risk work, tell someone you are working alone, incorporate findings of risk assessments in lab protocols, label and store everything properly. Keep your workspace tidy and clear up after yourself. Safety is not an add but an integral part of our take care with waste disposal. Here in these images we can find some lab safety rules. No eating or drinking, wear safety gear, report accidents, don't pipette by mouth, don't play like mad scientists, no emergency procedures. Be alert and be attentive. At any time chemical disasters may occur. And our conclusion part: disaster is rarity in the chemical industry, but negligence or misfortune can so easily result in devastating consequences. The result of chemical industries has effects through generation of populations which are almost irreparable, and cost of that affected people is unimaginable. Thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity.